Local 3 Sports. This is Friday Night Football with Ben Bobick, Samantha Casano, and Greg Glover.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City, proudly featuring the certified Angus beef brand, the best Angus beef available. And Sonic, this is how we Sonic.
And now, Friday Night Football.
Welcome to the most must-see high school football show in the Tennessee Valley. Welcome to Friday Night Football on Local 3. Week 6 already, man? They don't lie when they say don't blink. We're almost October, and it's around that time we separate the pretenders from the contenders. Another full slate of high school football highlights coming your way. Some region games, some coming across state lines, and some all about the bragging rights, just like our Game of the Week.
It's time for the Friday Night Football Game of the Week, sponsored by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm, supporting high school football for decades in Chattanooga and North Georgia.
There are 3 public schools in Bradley County, and when they play each other, ain't no one home. Both Cleveland and Walker Valley have already faced off with Bradley Central, so the Blue Raiders and Mustangs now have to square up with one another. Sports reporter Samantha Casano was at the MAC tonight as these 2 county rivals went at it on the gridiron. Samantha, how did it all go down?
Hey Ben, yeah, pretty much all of Bradley County was at this game tonight as Walker Valley was hosting the Cleveland Blue Raiders. We talked about what it was going to take to win this game. It was going to come down to who blocked better, who tackled better, and who was able to control their emotions the best. So let's find out how it all shaked out. Walker Valley hosting Cleveland in this Bradley County rivalry game. Mustangs kick this one off, but it's the Blue Raiders who get the party started. Rodney Broadnax picks this one up and returns it all the way to the end zone. Very first play of the game, and Cleveland is already on top 7-0. It's still early though. Walker Valley looking to get on the board. Evan Schwartzel sends a pass to Tucker Owenby, who gets some yardage before getting tackled. That drive stalls. So Blue Raiders looking to add to their lead. Drew Lambert airs it all the way out to DJ Adams, who has open space and runs it in. That makes it 14-0 Cleveland. Second quarter now, Lambert finds Micah Jordan this time around. He weaves around defenders and punches it in. The 2-point conversion is no good. Blue Raiders go up 20-0. Mustangs kick a field goal right before the half to make it 20-3, but Cleveland doesn't put on brakes in the second half. First and goal, Drew Lambert takes it himself. The QB keeper puts the Blue Raiders on top 27-3. They get one more score and win this game, final 34-3.
You know, to see them come out tonight with the energy that they had, I mean, it's a totally different football team from a week ago. But the way we played on the back end of the defense, you know, not allowing them to score a touchdown was huge defensively.
It's big. It's big. We need some more momentum carrying on to our next games.
This is probably the most complete game that Cleveland has had all season. They put 34 points on the board and held Walker Valley to just a field goal. So those bragging rights are headed back to Cleveland High School.
How about a big win for the Blue Raiders? And a big shout out to photog extraordinaire Sam Blevins behind the lens for the final time there on Samantha's live shot. We wish him well as he's off to Raleigh, North Carolina. As we transition to Sam's hometown, the Red Bank Lions and Ray County Golden Eagles came into this season into the more highly ranked public schools in our area. The Lions have definitely lived up to their billing. They're undefeated. The Golden Eagles have been struggling a bit, so a lot on the line for both despite not having an impact on their respective region title hopes. A bit chilly at Tom Weathers Field tonight. This one, a quick one. It's 0-0 game in the second half. First half took all 45 minutes maybe. Ray County known for that wing tee, taking it to the air. Caleb Martin up top to Caleb Odell. Beautiful ball and catch there. The Caleb connection. Red Bank's defense on full display tonight and all season. Golden Eagles trying to pass on third down. It gets tipped and boom, Jaden Backus will take that. Lions football. Again, this game still 0-0. Red Bank deep in their own end. Jake Bruni with the pump. He's looking for it all. Nice ball, but underthrown and picked off by Martin. And he's thinking end zone. And at this point, if the offenses can't score, defensive touchdowns may do it. He would be tackled though. Ray County would flip the field on Red Bank and get the ball in Lions territory on the doorstep here. Third and goal, but you know the theme of the night, no chance it gets in. Golden Eagle kicker Cole Ruling kicks what we thought would be the game winner with 2:18 to go, but as fate would have it, literally on our walk to the car, Dwan Morris would take the ensuing kickback 100 yards. 100 yards, and Red Bank wins 7-3. Curse of the local sports anchor, not the Lions. They stay undefeated. Up on the mountain, it's Signal Mountain hosting East Ridge. The Signal Corps rocking tonight, helping their team onto the field. We love special teams here on Local 3. It's in the name. Just enough on their field goal, and the Eagles jump out to a 3-0 lead. And come on, look at these little ladies. How could you disappoint them when they're cheering you on? Wasn't all good special teams for Signal Mountain. Back to punt. The punt's blocked. Not so good for the Brand, very good for the Pioneers as Cam Sanders scoops that puppy up, and this is why special teams matters. It leads to 6 for East Ridge. The Pioneers now on offense. Jermaine Blackstock wants it all, and look at the focus by Tyree Smith as he catches it and gets in the end zone. Remember that field goal at the beginning? Yeah, it was the difference as Signal Mountain gets the win tonight at home, 17-14. Homecoming night at Reggie White Field as Howard takes on Hickson. Hustling Tigers QB Tariq Morris on the move. Someone has to be open, right? And that someone is Marquise Blackburn, who has no one around him as he soaks up his touchdown moment with Howard on top. Hickson with the ball now trying to move, but they're going to lose it. Someone falling it. The Wildcats do. They fall right back on top of them. Thankfully they did as they go on a drive capped by this Nisai, Frederick touchdown to get Hickson on the board. The Wildcats stay above 500 as they squeak out a 17-14 win over Howard on the road. Still a great homecoming night for the Hustlin' Tigers alum. For the first time, let's hit the scoreboards. Bledsoe County, big win over Sequatchie County, 27-21, and Pikeville Brainerd, a rivalry win over Austin East, 32-6. Boyd Buchanan, 55-7 over Columbia Academy. Clinton, 51-21 over Chattanooga Central. CCS still rolling, 44-14 over CAK in Region 2. Heritage undefeated down in North Georgia as they beat Chattanooga Prep. Tellico Plains 27-14 over Copper Basin. McMinn County squeaks out a 29-20 win over East Hamilton, and Franklin County winners 31-6 over Grundy County.
Here's your pick for the Friday Night Football Play of the Week, brought to you by Center for Sports Medicine. We keep players in the game.
The people have spoken. It's Calhoun that takes home the Week 5 title. Trey Townsend with a gorgeous throw across his body and a bucket to Jadon Thomason. We can even slow it down for you. Just drops it right in there. And credit to Thomason, he gets both feet in too. That's good on Sunday. Congrats to these two in the Calhoun Yellow Jackets for the Week 5 Play of the Week. Coming up here on FNF, we've seen a lot of teams come across state lines from North Carolina this season and Georgia as well. About time for an Alabama team to come on over to the Volunteer State. We got that one and many more. We'll be right back. Keep it locked right here on Local 3.
Cheer on with Friday Night Football's Cheerleaders of the Week, sponsored by Wilderness at the Smokies, the Smokies' largest water park resort.
Let me see your body move. To the groove and do what Tigers do. To the groove. Let me see your body move. To the groove and do what.
10 miles is all that separates South Pittsburg High School and North Jackson. Roughly a 13-minute drive. Probably can get there in 10, to be honest. Yet last season was the first time ever the two teams played in football. Granted, 2 different states, but a lot of these kids grow up with one another. Last year's game was in Stevenson only, right to run it back in South Pittsburg in 2022. Big Daddy fireworks tonight in the Valley, baby. Everyone's out to play at Bean Stadium. Big game feel. North Jackson with the rock, and it's QB Nick Jernigan who gets loose, and Jernigan just has to say vertical and motor, son, all the way to pay dirt. How about them G's? Up 7-0. South Pitt getting it going now. Taja Robinson trying to get loose, and look at Taj go. Almost gets it in. He's down deep in North Jackson territory as he's tackled. Camden Wellington, how about this kid, huh? A strike to Nas Starkey. The Pirates get cocky with it too. They go for 2, and they get it. They lead 8-7. Seconds left in the first half. Wellington again, and it's Rakash Kelly who makes sure he stays on up enough to break the plane. Fire them cannons, baby. You can see the camera dip when they do. South Pitt rolls to a 42-19 win over North Jackson at home. Over in Englewood, the Meigs County Tigers feeling like they have found their footing on the road against a red-hot McMinn Central team. Looking fresh in the baby blues, too. Come on now. Tigers in the red zone now. It's the Tigers in the end zone. Ethan Meadows takes it in as Meigs County goes up 7-0. Tigers again in the red zone, and it's Tigers again in the end zone. Tough Ricker. What a name with the score. It's all Meigs County early, 14-0. The Chargers finally gain their footing and reignite the home crowd as Hunter Cook gets it cooking, gets loose, finds the lanes, scores to cut into that Meigs County lead. But the Tigers hold on for the 20-7 win as they look to heat up for the long haul of the regular season. At the Baylor School, the Red Raiders looking to stay undefeated as the Ooltewah Owls pay them a visit in non-region play. Baylor forces a 3-and-out, and the ensuing punt gets in the hands of Tyler Rice, and my man is a fried rice type of guy, the way he toasts this Owls special teams coverage. Almost a punt return TD. He's just looking out for his guy, Caleb Hampton. 34 could score tutters like this in his sleep. Don't believe us? You know what? Let's just wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Watch him do it again. Hampton just makes light work of his short yardage touchdown opportunities. Red Raiders out to a 14-0 lead. Baylor looking to put on an air show now down the field. And it looked as if Lewis Vincent is going to come away with this ball. But get a look at Owls defender Rocco Jennings. He's going to say, "I'll take that, Rocco, son." What an interception by Jennings. Unfortunately, it would be the only bright spot for Ooltewah. Baylor stays unbeaten with a 35-0 win, setting up the big showdown with McCallie next Friday at home. Back to the scoreboards we go. Huntland 28-7 over Lookout Valley. Marion County grinds out another win over Forest. Knoxville Grace beats Notre Dame 35-18. Polk County big winners 21-10 over Cumberland County. Sale Creek 56-6 over Kenny Pickett County. Silverdale Baptist Academy 37-7 over DCA. Tyner over David Karn's Saudi Daisy Trojans 35-7. Whitwell bounces back with a win, and St. Francis 26-7 over Christian Heritage. It's been 4 long years since we've been up to Walker Valley for a game of the week, and we picked a Good Friday as well. The school planned a gold out tonight to show support for those Warriors who battle pediatric cancer, so no better place to be for this week's Fan Cam.
See who's on the Friday Night Football Fan Cam, sponsored by Arby's. We have the meats.
Go Blue Raiders!
Let's go Walker Valley!
Number 4.
It's time now to strike up the Friday Night Football Band of the Week with Greg Glover.
We head to North Georgia tonight for our Band of the Week in Heritage High School. This group called the Legion of Generals, playing a very familiar tune. It has a title and it has no lyrics. It has one lyric, one word, hey. And then you make up some stuff. But it's called Rock and Roll Part 2. You'll recognize it. By the way, if you happen to see the former director of bands at Heritage, Blair Calloway, this weekend, tell him happy birthday. It's his birthday today. Here's the Legion of Generals from Heritage High School, your Band of the Week.
Hey, last year when Koala Creek hosted LFO, the Colts were going for a then school record 3rd win of the season. They set their new mark at 4 wins, and as fate would have it, had a chance tonight to tie it when they paid Fort Oglethorpe a visit to take on the Warriors in region play. The Warriors faithful out in bunches tonight as they look to get in the win column in region play against the Colts. Koala Creek calm on the road as they drive right down the field. Peyton Gordon with the score as the Colts are going to go on top 6-0 as they miss that extra point. LFO unfazed in their own right. Dylan Blankenship looking down the field to Brett Bowman, and Bowman on the loose withstands the tackle here and then gets fancy as he drags his feet into the end zone, spins the ball, then does a little selly. Warriors on top now 7-6. Koala Creek says, we could throw 2. Case Kinnaman, sweet like cinnamon, down the field to Manny Dominguez. And the Colts are in business again. Gordon's loving it. Just feed me the ball at the goal line. He scores with ease. Koala Creek ties the school record for wins in a season with their 4th and a 25-22 win over LFO. Gordon, Lee, and Lafette, a new region matchup this year. Kate Cowan to Sam Carswell, and the Trojans are in business. Big hit, too, from Vladimir Plott. Trojans on the doorstep. The end around to Nate Dunphy. Bring it around town. Dunphy to the edge in the end zone. It's 7-0 Gordon Lee. Lafette on the move now. Plott not just laying the boom. He's got some moves here, huh? Plott sniffing the goal line. He's not able to get across. Down at the 1. He wouldn't be denied the end zone on his next chance, though. Plott scores, and we're tied. Gordon Lee on the doorstep again. And how about our boy Holt Roberts? Powers in, got the neck pad on, loses his helmet. Talk about a football guy. Trojans able to hold on for the region win 26-22 at home over Lafette. Let's hit those scoreboards one more time. Pepperell over Chattooga. Darlington over Dade County, and Cedartown 43-9 over Dalton. Tough one there. Fannin County 47-6 over Gordon Central. Model 44-0 over Murray County, and North Murray big winners tonight 40-29. Bremen 37-6 over Ridgeland. Adairsville 49-10 over Ringgold. Southeast Whitfield winners tonight 30-17. Fort Payne blanks Arab. Sylvania over Pisgah, and Priceville winners tonight over Scottsboro. What a week of high school football. We promise you, we do not get tired of this stuff because it just keeps getting better, better, and better. We're almost entering the home stretch of the regular season, which is mind-blowing because it feels like we just started. For some, they are just getting started because we have plenty of football left to play. Tell a friend, log on to local3news.com, download our app, watch this again. Have a lovely, lovely weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City and Sonic Drive-Ins. We thank the Chattanooga area Arby's for feeding our Friday Night Football team. Arby's, we have the meats.